What's going on, guys? Welcome back. In this fucking video, we're going to talk about the friend zone. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? I have never been friend zoned before. I have had a girl mention that she wanted to be friends once. So I guess technically she tried to friend zone me. I looked at her and I went, "You want to be friends? You want to be friends?" And this was already after we were like going on like dates and stuff like that. So obviously I did something to turn this bitch off. But before I continue, hit the like button below, subscribe to my channel if you're new around here, and definitely think about joining the men's community over here, because the men's community that we have going on is a cheap monthly cost. It lets you have access to my coaching options for a cheaper price, especially the one-on-one video coaching, which is normally $197 an hour. Usually it doesn't go on for an hour. Usually it goes on for like 3 fucking hours. Telegram coaching, which I can do voice chats and all that stuff. And we can have a community together. And our Facebook group will also be booming soon. I'm going to be doing weekly live video calls for you guys, spanning between 30 minutes to an hour and a half, hopefully. Probably every Sunday, give or take, so everybody kind of can, and then you'll be able to see the replays as well. Before I do want to say happy Thanksgiving to my American brethren, which most of my subscribers are coming from. I'm Canadian, so as a Canadian, we celebrate Thanksgiving in October. So it's a little bit different from you guys. But I know I'm not gonna pull a Donald Trump and make fun of your country for having a fucking different holiday than us, or different time they do a holiday. Donald Trump made fun of Canadians for having Thanksgiving in October or some shit like that. But anyway, what the fuck? Anyway, let's continue. So I've had a lot of friends and a lot of people that I've coached in the past locally here on the internet who have asked me about the friend zone. And they asked me like, what do I do? Like, how did I get here? What is it? Should I accept it? Should I not accept it? Even some comments of mine, people have accepted it and it's worked for them. So anyway, let's start from the beginning and I'll go back to my story. This girl tried to friend zone me. I think I did something to turn her off at one point. I don't know. Something along the line turned her off, and she was just like, yeah, I want to be friends, or can we just be friends right now? I'm not really looking for anything deeper. I think I pushed her for a relationship. This was a long fucking time ago, before I knew what I knew. And then she's like, I'm not really looking. So what I should have kept doing was sleeping with her, having fun, and doing what we were doing. But it turned into that because I was pushing for something that she wasn't ready for. And was I really ready for it? I don't fucking even know. Anyways, first thing is, do not accept friend zone ever, because the idea of friend zone and where it comes from is, if a girl she'll see you and be attracted to you. She might physically be very attracted to you, or maybe like an 8 or something, let's say. And then she hangs out with you and she realizes that when she's around you, you're pushing for something more. Maybe you want a relationship. Maybe you want to lock her down. She'll be able to sense this. She'll be able to understand that this is where you're coming from pretty easily. Females are born with this sense into them. So they'll be able to read your little intricacies, and they'll be able to read your actions that you don't even know that you're fucking doing. So you're sitting there going, well, fuck, man. Like, I have some chicken in front of me here. You're sitting there going, fuck, like, what do I do? Well, you never accept it, because it's always going to be one of those things where, like, once you accept it, she knows that you're weak. She knows that you're willing to let her determine the terms of the relationship. She now knows that if you accept that. Saying no and saying, look, I'm only interested in you romantically, is the best position you can put yourself in, like, no matter what. Now, I have had people accept friendship and it worked later on. This shit is rare, okay? Again, there's an exception to everything, and like that shit only happens like 1% of the time. So never accept it, because it's the strongest, not guaranteed, but the strongest place you can put yourself in with most women. Now, when you have history with someone, when you have time spent together, and sometimes a girl will try to friend zone you, and maybe that might work because she just needs space, and that's her way of telling you, look, I need space from the relationship. Instead of saying that, she just tries to friend zone you so you don't move on to another girl. See, and that's what could have happened with some particular situations. Who really knows? I don't want you to do that. I never want you to accept friendship because it's not what you want. You want something romantic. She wants friendship to put you as what they call an orbiter. Okay? Like planets around the sun. She thinks that she's the sun, and you and all of her, like, you know, friends and hoverers, not even a word, the orbiters are around her, and they're waiting for their opportunity to date her. And she's never going to. She's always going to date the guy she's the most attracted to. The guy who makes her pussy tingle. The guy who makes her wet. The guy who makes her one, you know, the mysterious one. The guy who just kind of does whatever he wants to do. She's going to be most attracted to that guy. And when she friend zones you, now she knows that she can pretty much do whatever she wants with you, because you have already accepted terms that she gave you. She knows that you don't want those terms, but yet you accepted them. And this is the problem with men these days. They're accepting bullshit terms and things. And you can't do that anymore. Like, if you want something, go and get it. That's what alpha males do. They want something, they go and get it, you know? And you want success, go and get it. Nothing is given to you. So if you get put in the friend zone, immediately, if you guys are already there, I want you guys to let her know that you're no longer her friend and you no longer see her that way. You want to be romantically involved with her or nothing. What's going to happen too is you're actually going to be attached to the friendship she gave you, because it's going to come with some perks and benefits. She might actually hang out with you, but she's also going to subtly tease you. She'll do things to see if you're still interested, and then she'll keep testing you like a woman tests a man, and she'll keep testing you until you can't take it anymore. And then you're going to be like, you know what? You know, you'll just be tired of it. And then she'll keep dating new guys. And you're going to wonder when your turn is. You're never going to get it. Again, 99% of the time, this is what happens. You're never going to get your chance because, again, you never stood up for yourself in the first place. And she knows that she can dictate the terms of the relationship right then and there. And you accepted something that you didn't want. She knows it. And you know it. And you know it deep down in your balls, really what you wanted. And you wanted something more than friendship. You wanted to just fuck the shit out of her. You wanted to do what her boyfriends are doing. You want to be, you know, who she comes to, and you know, just all the shit that comes with a good relationship. You want all that. And when you accepted the friend zone, when you accepted friendship, you fucked it all up for yourself. Just remember who this benefits. Who does this benefit, putting you in the friend zone? It doesn't benefit you, guys. It does not benefit you at all. Friends with benefits is a different story because you're fucking her. Actually, you're getting the best part of a relationship without being in a relationship if you are one of those guys that wants to be in that position. But I'm talking about just friends. Watch the movie Just Friends. Like, for pretty much the first 3/4 of the movie is what you should be trying to avoid. Look at who it benefits. It benefits her ego only. She knows you're interested. She knows that you like her. She can fucking feel it. She knows. And her putting you in the friend zone is only going to stroke her ego. She's going to be sitting there going, well, this one guy wants me, and this guy wants me, and that guy wants me, and that guy wants me, and that guy wants me. And she's sitting there going, I must be this, you know. It's just, again, it's a narcissistic thing. And she's sitting there going, all these guys like me. And then she gets to pick and choose. And guess what? She never picks the one that she friend zones. She's always going to pick the guy that she's just awestruck by. The guy that's the most masculine. Always. And you don't want to be that fucking choice anyways. That's why I always say cycle. Spin plates. Do whatever you got to do. And date as many women as you can until you find somebody that's great and sees you the same way. Now, it depends on what you really want out of life. Because for me personally, I like being in a relationship. I like creating that connection with somebody. But I know female nature enough where it's a risk. It's a risk to certain things I'm doing. So I actually catch myself sometimes not being as productive as I could have been, or not working on my purpose enough because something my girlfriend wants. Women do hold men back from greatness. And you need to recognize this. And you need to really, really make sure that you are like holding yourself accountable, and you need to become this man. Because I think, this is just my personal opinion, you don't have to agree with me on this, but we are on this earth to coexist and cohabit and learn from each other and be together and do all that. But society is twisting a lot of things. Excuse me, I'm just getting a little something in my throat. So certain things are being twisted, and certain things are being misunderstood about what guys and girls are looking for. And it's hard to, it's hard to navigate through all that garbage, and be successful in relationships. See, I know what I'm looking for, and I know I understand what she would want, and understand how the attraction level goes up and down, depending on complacency and depending on a whole bunch of shit. But I choose to be in that position because, again, I like parts of it. Most of it I like. For me, being with this particular girl, the benefits far outweigh the cons. Okay. We hit the attraction right off. Like, she was very, very attracted to me, and I'm very attracted to her. But again, I understand the negatives that come with it. And I understand the nature of women, and she could leave me tomorrow for some guy who's more handsome, who's taller, who's got more resources, who's more, say she likes guys that, like, she's more particular to guys that have blonde hair and blue eyes. I don't have that. Say she's more particular to certain things that just make her pussy tingle in a certain way. I know that might happen. It's probably going to happen. Who knows? But again, I'm choosing to share this with someone, and I think she's cool. But not everyone's going to agree, and not everyone's going to be in that same boat. Do not choose friendship. It is not in your benefit. It's actually going to hurt your relationship with this person because they know you're not being authentic. They know that you are not being real. Okay. What's the right choice? Say it to yourself in your head, and then go choose that choice, and make sure that you start taking care of yourself and being more selfish, and go out with people who see you in this way. Learn how to read signs of attraction from women. I'll cover a lot of them in my videos in my upcoming book, and read those and understand, okay, this girl is probably sitting at an 8.5 on the attraction level. I could go do this tonight. And the higher the attraction level is, the more she's willing to put up with, and the more doors she'll hold open for you when you fuck up, or how long, it takes for you guys to actually set a date or whatever. But she's not attracted to you enough to be with you. She doesn't want to be with you. She wants to put you, on the back burner just to see, if in case something else that doesn't work out, then maybe she'll choose you. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it yourself. If you're having issues with this, let me know. My beard's itchy as fuck. Let me know. You can join my community. It's cheap. And I love just having the community grow, everybody learning, and it's fucking awesome. Message me at powerfulrelationships27@gmail.com. Send me a message there, and we can talk about coaching prices. We can talk about everything you want. And comes right up on my computer right here. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Done.